Trae Young is struggling. He's 0 for 4 for 3. He's 0 for 4 about 9. He's 0 for 3. How the hell are they keeping up? Somebody in Philly isn't doing their part. Oh, I'm looking at the ball. Bill Simmons only has 4 points. Let's play it. All right, you ready? Let's do this. Good evening. Y'all know what it is. It's Tuesday, so it's time for a brand new edition of Sports for You. Live on Facebook and YouTube. John, that's Mark. Yo, what up with it? Snake Freeze. What it do? And of course, the man working the board, just of course the Power Father himself, Mr. Ben Ready. Wow. That's why the score is like folks. 0 points from the bench. That's 0. So live on Facebook, YouTube, of course, like Sports for You podcast, Townhouse Media on Facebook, subscribe to Townhouse Media on YouTube, where you listen to digitally, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Verbal, so you can catch us on the download. So, lots to get into. We're in round 2 of the NBA playoffs now. 4 teams that head to Cancun. Two of my Lakers. Jesus. And the other teams are still playing like the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks. Or also another team that's in Cancun is Ben Ready's Dallas Mavericks. Okay. That means that that's a team that's not in Cancun. Yeah, you're in Los Angeles Clippers, Nick Freeze. Are you kidding me? So now let's just get going. You're right. What's that? I was talking to Mark. He was right. We'll discuss that later. So I want to start off with a topic. Mark, I don't know if you had this when we do calling out names, but I just feel like we need to just open up with it because it's a topic I think we all need to discuss on a serious side. This war between Nike and Vanessa Bryant. We talked about it a little bit last month in the news. It was broke that the Kobe Bryant's estate with Nike parted ways, and there's only going to be 2 more releases of Kobe shoes on Nike. Now it came out that we found out one of the shoes is going to be released on Friday. It's the 6s, the Kobe Delso 6s. Another shoe that was going to be released is a shoe that is dedicated to Kobe, specifically to Gigi. Well, we didn't know there was something else to that we didn't know about. And that was a design made by Vanessa Bryant in tribute to Gigi that she did not want made open to the public. That was just something she was making as a tribute to her daughter. And what did Nike do? They went ahead and made the shoe anyway. And if you watched any of the playoff games, Chris Middleton was wearing the shoe during the first round against Miami. I didn't even notice that. That is the second most disrespectful part about that. But go ahead. So now the question is, how you guys up? Yeah, they're garbage. So now the question is, Nike needs to just realize that they're wrong. They're wrong. Vanessa did not want this shoe made to the public, and they need to make this right, because now if this shoe will eventually get released, and now eventually Nike's going to profit from it, and she didn't want it. She just wanted it to be something to remember her daughter by. Yeah, Nike's definitely in the wrong here. Because you know what, they didn't even talk to Vanessa about that or anything? Nope. Yeah, no. Yeah, that sounds like a lawsuit. That's the MVP right there. We'll get into that. That's most definitely that's a big lawsuit, and the amount of disrespect involved in that is ridiculous. You know, there's certain times, you have to remember that we're all still human. It's more than just money out here in this world. Right. And this is most definitely one of those situations where the Nike CEOs and whoever is in charge, they most definitely only saw dollar signs and didn't consider feelings and other stuff like that. They didn't consider being a human being in this situation. And that's all pretty much they did. And now, and I'm gonna say this with Nike, they've been in the news a lot for all the wrong reasons. We all bring up the whole situation with the GM or the president's son. They had to step down because obviously he was using the company card to resell. Now you have this situation with Vanessa Bryant. Obviously the Kobe thing, I have my views on it. I know Kobe shoes ain't the most popular shoes, obviously on Nike. But let me be clear. I just feel like when you have icons on your brand, you just don't let them go. I mean, I know Kobe's no longer with us, but I think it's just sad how all this whole ordeal came to. And like you said, it's probably gonna be some litigation involved because they did not give her consent. But the fact Nike owns is Nike's brand, they felt like they had the right to do what they want, and they should have just, as Nick said, they'd be human for once, but they weren't. They saw dollar signs, and that's all why and that's exactly why we're in the situation we're in now. Also, Chris Middleton, even before this whole shoe business came about, this dude, Hoarder is destroying them. Before this whole thing, is that Bogdanovich? That's Bogdanovich. Oh, that's Bogdanovich. I thought it was the other dude. But, Loki, they do. They have the same haircut. Yeah, it does. But, now you know that Vanessa's going through this whole issue at Nike already. And you still thought it was cool to wear this shoe? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's a good point. Come on, man. Like, there shouldn't be nobody that touched that shoe. No, yeah, you should. Especially him. Like, of all people, like, you're not even, like, Chris Middleton. No, yeah, the Gigi shoe. Yeah, the Mamacita shoe. If you Google it, there's pictures of him. Come on, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's pictures of him in the shoe. Like, it'd be different if it's not no difference. Even if it was like a superstar that wore him, you don't wear that shoe. You haven't seen no superstars. You haven't seen like nobody. AD. You haven't seen Devin Booker. You haven't seen way better athletes that's on Nike. Anybody who's basically was like being mentored by Kobe wear these shoes. No, that right there, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and not to be bringing that subject up either. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be talked about more because they look at our podcast a lot. But that's true. Just pay us, pretty much. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't think nobody who's in the NBA should even touch that shoe, especially knowing Vanessa statement out. So if y'all really love Kobe like I say I did. This is something that's bigger than just wearing the hottest shoe. Talk about it. And now it's just like, I just don't know what it is that is gonna take for businesses to sometimes just have more compassion. Don't just see dollar signs. I know this is a sports show, but you always gotta think that business always gonna put money first. That's true. Going back to sports, that's why the NBA started so soon. And it's always money first. Whenever the dollar bill is there, they have a chance to they're gonna take their chance and do it. Whatever with that dollar, pretty much. And that's exactly why you're seeing all these injuries. You're seeing why LeBron's injured, AD was injured, James Harden's injured, Joel Embiid, Mike Conley. You're seeing all the stars, the guys who people want to pay the money to see, to pay the money to see, who are dealing with all these injuries. So another topic I want to talk about, because obviously, since we're talking about Kobe, and obviously still don't understand it to this day, but had Kobe went to college, he would have went to the University of Duke. And last week we received the news that the legend, Mike Krzyzewski, is going to be retiring after this upcoming season. They already named John, I don't know, I'm trying to make sure I pronounce his name. So is it Schneider or Shiner? Or I don't know how to pronounce it. guard for Duke when they beat Butler in the national championship in 2010. When Gordon Hayward almost hit that miraculous half-court shot. Oh, so he's a young dude. Yeah, he's 28. Wow. Well, let me see. No, he's 33. He'll be 33 when he takes over for Coach K. Okay. He'll be 33 when he takes over Coach K, and it's still relatively young. That's very young. Well, yeah, it's still young, but as far as Coach K brought up even in his press conference that when he took the job at Army, he was only 28. So now the question is, what's going to happen now that he's gone? So let's just talk about Coach K's legacy. Obviously, for those of you who haven't watched coaching, probably gave the back to a few players, but it's all good. But all the players, like Zion. But the question is now, especially Zion, that's all they're gonna do for sure. What is the what will be Coach K's legacy? He got the most wins in college basketball history. Now, where do you rank him? Some people say, I know this was brought up the other day. I heard Reese Davis say he thinks he's the greatest college coach ahead of John Wooden. If Dean Smith and John Wooden didn't live, then yeah. Exactly.
You most definitely, you can't bring up modern basketball without bringing
John Wooden.
Yeah, of course. I'm talking about, as far as outside of those two. Mm-hmm. Right? For those of you who don't know, those two are like the top tier when it comes to college basketball coaching. Do your research. But for real. But after that, it's most definitely Coach K. And he happened to be coaching during an era where basketball really blew up and hit the masses at a different level. Mm-hmm. Compared to when these other dudes was coaching. They may have caught it towards the beginning of it, or they may not have been coaching during that time. Mm-hmm. But he most definitely was the guy who was there throughout the whole process, the whole transition into how basketball, when he went through, he coached through about 20 transitions of basketball, when you really think about it.
And you also think about this. When you talk about how teams don't have patience with coaches, if you go back and look at Coach K's first 3 years with Duke, they
weren't the best of years. Obviously, I was mid-'80s, and I can't even tell you the kind of guys from that team. Only people I would know would be Johnny Dawkins and Jay Bilas. But them first 3 years that Coach K had with at Duke weren't the best, and he's just grateful that that he didn't get fired because a lot of people wanted him fired. That first winning class was with Leitner, right?
I wouldn't say he's the greatest coach of all time, but I definitely have him. I'm gonna be honest with you, and me even with my North Carolina fan, if somebody was to say they think he's a better coach than Dean Smith, I understand a point. He's not, but I understand a point. But you definitely starting at 2 because Coach Wooden is
most definitely number one.
Number one, easy.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Easy, yeah.
By the way, Atlanta is now taking the lead over Philadelphia, 80-79.
Atlanta got a really good team.
They have a lot of scores.
The crazy part is Trae Young hasn't even gotten cooking yet.
I wish we can go back and listen to the beginning of the shows.
Which topic specifically?
We was talking about Atlanta at the beginning of this year. We was talking about Atlanta.
You said Atlanta beat number 5. Mm-hmm. What are they?
It was 5. It was 5. That's crazy. And that was before. And that was and full disclaimer, that was before they fired their head coach.
It sure was.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ben Fair too.
Yeah, shout out to Ben Fair. Obviously,
he was the first one to say something.
Yeah, he most definitely believed because I most definitely didn't see it.
Mm-hmm. I know I didn't because I just thought they were too young. But man, that just shows you Nate McMillan is how good of a coach he is. Real smart, Pacers.
Yeah,
real smart.
Yeah, Portland smart too.
Yeah. Well, didn't he coach Seattle too? Well, okay. Well, well, that was before they became an OKC, but yeah. So now let's get into some of the sports that's out there that we can discuss for today's show. And congratulations to Coach K. Another coach I want to talk about, Nick Saban.
Oh,
Seems like he's not going anywhere no time soon.
why would he?
He just signed an 8-year extension with Alabama. I think contract extension through 2028.
He's going to consistently get the top 3
NFL
classes.
players that didn't make it in the NFL.
Yeah, that too. But most definitely, like the recruiting classes he's going to get, he's never going to fall out of the top 5 in recruiting classes. And then if he does, he might be number 6, and then the next year might be number 1.
Speaking of best coaches, he might be the best college football coach.
I don't even think there's a question about it. It shouldn't be. I mean, the modern era definitely is Saban. Who will be next?
Yeah, that's very true.
I can't even think of. I mean, you think about obviously he won at LSU. The NFL experience failed,
And he didn't give it a chance to do anything. He just quit.
and obviously that all was because the team medical doctor, the Dolphins, said take Dante Culpepper's bum knee over Drew Brees' bum shoulder. I'm serious.
What?
You didn't know that was why Drew Brees didn't sign? Remember we did the what if about what if Drew Brees would have went to the Dolphins? That was an earlier episode. Go look for it. It's in the archives.
Oh my God.
Nick Saban, pause. Boy, what? Forgive me. What the heck did I just say? Nicholas Saban. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Yeah. That did not. Oh, boy. How did that just happen?
Oh,
Nicholas Saban.
Are you kidding me?
Nicholas Saban wanted to sign Drew Brees. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be in the blooper reel.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's gonna be the blooper reel.
That was insane.
Yeah.
now that's twice this show.
Wait till I chop it up. Just that one word.
Oh wow.
Yo, that was insane. That's funny.
But he wanted to sign Drew Brees.
Uh,
And the doctors for the Dolphins said his shoulder was no good. And they went ahead and signed Dante Culpepper. And obviously
Culpepper was old too.
yeah, and his knees did not hold up. Pause.
Man, that statement doesn't help anything. That's insane. I would have left too after something like that would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the completely idiotic.
And remember the whole I'm not going back to college. I'm not going to Alabama. Yes, you were. But he's made good on being back in college, and I know he's probably had teams who've called him on the return to the NFL. Obviously, we know he's a Belichick disciple from his time in Cleveland. But Nick Saban will go down as the greatest college football coach of all time, and it's not even close.
Yeah, it's easier to cheat in college. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Well, XP Carroll.
well, yeah, you don't have to pay salary caps in college.
Well, I don't know. Some of these players that he got up over there.
So, gentlemen, over the weekend, well, Sunday, there was a spectacle.
What is he doing? He was doing the moonwalk?
Who was that?
Joel
Embiid.
Embiid. He clowns.
I don't know. Who knows? The dude's playing with a torn meniscus. I just got to give him props for just playing.
And he has 31 points, 11 rebounds.
He had 39. He had 39 on Sunday too.
Oh, and we're heading into the fourth quarter.
Ben Simmons, what are you doing, man? Get your game up. So let's talk about this spectacle that happened on Sunday in Miami. Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul.
B, you should have pulled up.
Yeah, it was funny. So it was a spectacle. First of all, let's start off with the undercard, which was that had Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson on the undercard fighting MMA fighter Byron Maxwell. And Chad, he did good the first 3 rounds, but then in round 4,
Yeah.
He missed, and Byron Maxwell didn't.
yeah, and that was all she wrote. And
He was fighting like he was running Maxwell.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Vern Maxwell likes to run in the stands and fight fans.
Yeah, go ask Portland. So then you had 2 regular fights. You had Jared Hurd fight. He lost. Badu Jack, he won his fight. But then obviously the main event was this.
Badu Jack found somebody, Theo.
Yeah. this main event between Floyd and Logan Paul, 8 rounds, and it looked like, as you watch the fight, Floyd basically, if he wanted to really knock this dude out, which he did, and make him fall face first into the canvas and embarrass him and his 15 million YouTube subscribers.
He most definitely could have.
No, he did. He held him up.
Yeah.
Twice. At least twice.
Yeah, you're being nice. I think it was like 3 or 4 times in a round.
Yeah.
In a round, but was that Shake Milton?
I don't know if I can call a grown man Shake.
Yeah, I was calling Milton.
Who named him that? Who named him that though?
I don't know where he got that nickname from. Yo, that was insane.
Find out that dude's government. Next episode, find out that dude's government.
Nick is stupid.
Yo, that was crazy.
That was a good shot by Milton.
Yeah, it was. But everyone's mad because they thought this was a disgrace for boxing because Floyd was basically not taking it serious. He just was there to get the bag, which he told people from the jump.
I'm his manager, I'm his trainer. That's right. You know, when it comes to the fight game, support him, follow him, money. Mayweather, and yes, he's a part of the money team.
Yo, it's over, bro.
And you know it. When it comes
to keep going, play that. Keep going, B.
legalized bank robbing, I'm the best. And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, at the end of the day, I'm the smart one. He said, oh, you know.
That was Floyd Mayweather in his post-fight news conference. But the first video, if you didn't hear that, producer Ben already played for us, was a video with him and Jake Paul probably, a couple years ago. This was already a fight was a year in the making. Logan Paul said if you watched the Showtime Inside the Fight documentary, this fight was made about a year ago. Floyd just delayed it, and it finally happened. So, gentlemen, Ben ready, you can chime in as well. Was this fight bad for boxing?
I don't think it was, honestly. It's an exhibition. If you went into an exhibition fight, looking for a real fight, then you might be bad for boxing.
Talk about it, Nick.
I just find it funny that an exhibition match can bring in more numbers than an actual match.
B, what you think, man? That's what it was.
Yeah. That's all it was.
That's what it was.
Celebrity boxing. I mean, he got a quick 100. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it was. It was a celebrity boxing match because obviously Floyd does not fight. Floyd's not even fought at that much weight even in his heyday. Mm-hmm. He weighed in at 155. Logan Paul weighed in at 189.5.
Yeah.
This was not, I mean, come on. Floyd ain't fighting no normal fighter. That's 34 pounds heavier than him in a sanctioned bout. You guys, come on, be smarter.
They're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's an exhibition match, man.
He's a Hall of Famer now.
He's an entertainer now.
That's like going to watching the Globetrotters and say this ain't the NBA. Well, duh.
Nah, it's the Harlem Globetrotters playing the Washington Generals, who they played for the last 40 years.
And that's a high school.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that is true, ain't it?
Disrespectful to boxing when he was in the WWE or WWF?
No, because it was entertainment.
It's the same thing.
And it's not the first time Floyd has done something like this.
He fought a kangaroo, didn't he?
He fought it. He might have, but no. He obviously you brought up the WWE thing he did at WrestleMania back in 2008, and then 2018 he went to Japan and boxed with this kickboxer and knocked him out in the first round.
And the little kickboxer was crying.
He sure was.
They said that became a meme, but this Floyd. I don't know why Floyd's he's one of those people that you hate that you love to hate. People love to hate Floyd because of
great.
His history. He's
great.
His greatness, but obviously because he embraced being a heel. He embraced being a villain. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, everybody loved him, but when he went to money, everyone was like, everyone started hating him and then bringing up his past and his issues with domestic violence and this and that.
I'm gonna be honest. I really saw, like me personally, I really started seeing the change happen when he beat Oscar De La Hoya.
That was when the change happened.
Like a lot of people really did not stop liking him behind that. And you know, there's still people to this day that even after watching that fight a million times, will still say Oscar De La Hoya won that fight, and they have lost their mind.
He won second place.
What Oscar De La Hoya won what? Won what? Won what?
Exactly. He won nothing. He did not win that match. If you go back and watch the tape, you will see him swinging and missing, like everybody else does when they get Floyd up over there, thinking they punch him in the corner, and he dodges every single punch.
That doesn't make sense, man. Why people are even mad at Floyd? I mean,
he's great, man.
I mean, he is what he is. Just accept it. So
I've never seen somebody great that wasn't hated.
Yeah, like LeBron.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later as well because I got a lot to say about that. And even greatness is always comes to haters, and now the haters are coming out. I want to get into a topic on baseball. So let's talk a little MLB because now, hey, we gotta check these hypocrites out here. So now it seems like everyone has a problem with the the unwritten rules of baseball, which I've always had, but now it's coming to calling people cheaters. So now the MLB is going to tap down on foreign substances on baseballs.
What they mean, foreign substances?
Like gook.
Pause.
Pause. You know, like stuff that they make the balls. Pause.
Oh my Lord!
This is gonna be, I knew this was going to be an uncomfortable conversation.
I don't know what you call it.
Okay, wait, time out. I have to stop you.
I don't know.
I thought it sounded like it. That's what they call the banned substance that pitchers, use to get an advantage when they're pitching.
So basically, it's the baseball version of Stickum.
Yes.
Okay.
And what is that called?
No, don't say it again.
It begins with a G.
Again.
Begins with a G. But now everyone's calling out the Dodgers because they're bringing up these analytics with spin rate. I don't even know what spin rate is.
Wait, you said spin rate?
Yeah, somehow because the Dodgers have the highest spin rate in baseball. What's that? I just know.
What the hell does that even mean?
What is it? 3 strikes are out. That's all I know.
I thought you said something else. I'm gonna say that for after the show.
What is spin rate? Do anybody know what spin rate is?
No. Well, never mind. I can't say that either. Go ahead.
So now that's why everybody's saying that they're trying to tamper down on this, and MLB said if a pitcher gets caught using a banned substance, they're going to be suspended. I'm gonna say this again, and this ain't unpopular, and this is an unpopular opinion. Baseball was so much better when they had performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
At least we knew who was using the banned substance. We knew Bonds, Sosa, Clemens, McGuire.
Bonds never tested positive.
I don't know Bonds used anything.
Well, according to the Mitchell report, of course.
Yeah.
But
Donovan Mitchell played basketball. I don't even listen to that report.
No, that's George Mitchell.
Oh, who was that?
That was the guy basically who snitched on all of it. Who snitched on the entire MLB. But anyway,
hater. Go
but
ahead.
I'm like this. Baseball was so much fun because now they were first complaining about too many home runs, too many strikeouts.
How can you complain about too many home runs? It makes no sense.
Baseball does everything. You say right, they go left. But I get it. It's whatever. That's no baseball talk because they never seem to get it right. Let's move into the NFL, gentlemen, because there's a couple of NFL topics I want to discuss before we get into the NBA discussion, which is going to probably dominate the rest of the show. There was a trade made on Sunday. Julio Jones is now a member of the Tennessee Titans, and the Philadelphia 76ers are now running away with this game.
Yeah.
Julio Jones was traded to the Tennessee Titans along with a 6th-round pick for a 2nd and a 4th. Now, there's talks that there were 3 other teams who were involved in trade talks, but their teams shall be renamed nameless. Why, I don't know. But there was talks that teams were really going to trade a 1st-round pick to get Julio Jones.
So, The craziest thing about all this is the fact of that's basically what the Patriots did to get Mohamed Sanu. Actually, it was less draft picks. They just traded 1 second. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I never would have thought you can get Julio Jones with a second round pick. You can't do that in Madden.
That's
Nah.
You're not getting Julio Jones with a second round pick in Madden.
So Diane Orsini, who broke the story for ESPN, she didn't understand the trade, and a lot of people don't understand why Tennessee did the trade, because obviously their problems weren't on offense, they were on defense. But they figured the way their offense kind of got shut down in the playoffs against Baltimore, this made sense because obviously they loaded 7 in the box from Derrick Henry. A.J. Brown was basically on lockdown. So you figure you get Julio Jones, that might open up the offense. But Ryan Tannehill's his quarterback. And salute to Ryan Tannehill for restructuring his contract. They make the trade happen. But they was talking about teams who should have been on the phone to make this deal happen.
Like who?
Green Bay.
Like your Raiders, the 49ers, who Kyle Shanahan was Julio's former offensive coordinator.
I think they cool with Debo.
Your Raiders.
I don't think we had enough to. I think. Well, we
had a second
Yeah, we had a second
and a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, you had enough.
We had a second and a 6. We don't got a quarterback.
Y'all got Cortland Sutton.
Yeah. That exactly. But we don't need wide receivers. We need a quarterback.
How about Green Bay?
They had a second rounder.
Yeah, especially since Aaron Rodgers is saying, "No, I'm gonna chill in Hawaii during minicamp. I don't need to be here."
You really don't. But that's a whole different story.
And by the way, if Green Bay finds him, they're stupid.
Well, why would they find it?
It's mandatory minicamp.
Man, look. They need to make sure to keep this situation as quarterback friendly as possible.
So, what did y'all think of the trade? And now, I mean, do you like the trade for Tennessee that they're getting Julio? I mean, would he have made the trade? Would y'all have made the trade? Obviously, Julio's Julio,
Yeah.
but would you
For a second
one
round
of
pick,
one
yeah.
of your squads to make the trade? Obviously, Mark, would you have wanted the Bills to put Julio on the opposite side of Stephon Diggs?
I would have loved that.
For a second round pick, of course.
I would have loved that. For a second round pick?
Yeah, I was saying for a second round pick. That's it.
A second and a 4.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of teams that wish they would have put the trigger on that deal.
Welcome, Julio. Welcome to Buffalo. Welcome to Bills Mafia.
Pretty much.
So
You
now they're
gotta make that.
Trey's struggling today.
Ain't no trade today.
Yeah, that's what I blame Quavo for this. I blame Quavo for this loss.
Yeah, probably Jose Cuervo. Go ahead.
Oh, they was at the Mayweather Logan Paul spectacle because they were performing.
Oh yeah, they sure were. I know. I seen Moneybag Yo was there too. Money.
And he's whack. I remember Will was like, "Who's this dude, man?" That's why they thought Floyd was going to lose. It was like, boy, had these whack rappers has his intro music. But
yeah, that's a good trade. I like that for Tennessee, man. Hopefully that'll open up the offense for, like you said, for Tannehill.
do you think that Tennessee now turns it more into a passing team? Because I think I agree. They need to continue to be a run first team, and obviously with Vrabel, he's an old school minded coach, and I just think that Milton think he's Seth Curry now, huh?
No, that was a heat check.
That was a heat check.
Well, he was. Well, he sure did.
Foul. Yeah, that was foul. But the person who benefits this the most outside of even outside of Tannehill, this most definitely Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry benefits from this the most because a very underrated aspect of Julio game is actually run blocking. He's a very good run blocker.
Right.
And that helps for them second level runs. You get past the second level, you don't get to third level. All of a sudden, if the receiver doesn't block somebody, that stops possibly a touchdown. If Julio's over there, he's going to make that block. It's kind of like how T.O. was with blocking.
Yeah, T.O. was a good blocker.
He was a very good blocker.
Bro, shout out to T.O. He was at the fight. By the way, shout out to Will. I want you to bring that up. What we talked about what Will said on Sunday. On No Rules Tomorrow, because that was foul. I'll tell you guys off air. This is
Okay.
You I can't say that on air. It's disrespectful.
Okay.
But speaking of teams that could have traded for Julio, the Green Bay Packers. So Aaron Rodgers has decided not to show up for mandatory minicamp. And they said if he misses minicamp, now they're not saying if he's going to get fined or not, but he can be fined $92,000 a day, which is kind of peanuts for a guy who already has $200 million.
How much is he getting paid this season?
It's no guaranteed contract.
Yeah,
He has no guaranteed money on his contract.
none. But he's,
But what will be his
I
salary?
think it's like
this year?
30 something, probably like 30 something.
You think he cares over 92,000?
No,
92. What? That's how many? The minicamp, what? Like 2 weeks?
like 3 days.
3 days? Please, he doesn't care about that. He probably laughed hearing him
I think-
92,000.
I think Green Bay should have traded for Julio. I think that would have helped bring Aaron Rodgers back.
So you would have Julio Jones and Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones and Valdez Scantling and A.J. Dillon and Lazard and Tanyan.
It wouldn't even matter after you said Julio Jones and Devontae Adams, because it hasn't really mattered after Devontae Adams all this time.
Right.
So just saying those two alone is just, it doesn't matter who it is. We can be out there playing and it'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have did that and just sent that trade right to Aaron Rodgers. Look, come on home. Come on.
Yep.
So what did y'all make of Mark Murphy's comments? He basically he's sparking the fire, saying that he's divided the franchise.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. He's divided the fans.
No.
No, he hasn't.
They did that themselves.
Yeah, y'all. He told y'all what he wanted, and y'all basically told him go to basically the equivalent of shut up and dribble. What is it? I want to say was it shut up and hike the ball, I guess.
Shut up and hike.
Because he basically was trying to give you guys opinions, but no, don't listen to me. I'm just a three-time MVP and a Super Bowl champion. You've been on the job 3 years, whatever. Gutekunst, whatever your name is, man.
What?
What?
What's his name?
The GM. Mark Murphy's the president. The GM name is Brian Gutekunst, whatever the heck his name is.
I thought
Gutekunst. Oh.
I thought you called it the same stuff that's on the pitcher's hat.
Oh. Boy. If he don't make if he don't make things right with Aaron Rodgers, that's probably gonna be his next job.
What, the stuff on the pitcher's hat?
No.
Probably gonna be trying to find banned substances because he's gonna be banned from Green Bay to Wisconsin for the rest of his life.
Yeah. This is a very bad situation. You know, usually when you have a player that good on your team, you know, Aaron Rodgers pretty much has been a top 5 quarterback after after his first year playing, pretty much.
Yep.
He was if you look it up, his first year starting, he was top 10 in passing. I think he was top 10 in touchdowns, and he had the low interceptions, and then it just got each year he just got better and better. He learned from Brett Favre how not to turn the ball over. That's one thing I can't say he learned from Brett Favre is how not to throw interceptions.
So, gentlemen, speaking of interceptions, I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh.
Last week we discussed how CBS Sports had their top 100 players. Well, that list is out, but they have the top how they rank the defensive backs. Something Mark has put Mark in therapy through the last season about.
Wait. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna like this. Go ahead.
You're not going to like it, Mark. Don't look. You're going to be upset.
Okay.
There were no. Obviously, we did the top 10. There were no DBs in the top 10. The highest DB is number 14, and that's Jair Alexander from Green Bay.
Who?
Jair Alexander from Green Bay.
The corner?
Yes.
That's the best.
He's number one. He's
They
according
say
to
he's
people.
That's the best DB in football.
Yes, and I know where you're going.
Don't go no further. Like turn the NFL music off.
Cut the music.
Hey, turn the NFL music off. Just turn NBA music on.
Yo, yeah.
There's no way in the world you have Jair Alexander number 1, and I'm not going to even be a homer and say anything about.
Well, you know you're gonna want to be a homer when you hear the rest of this list.
I don't want to hear the rest of the
No,
list.
you need to.
No,
yes, I'm because this might be turned into a calling out names.
Where's Jalen Ramsey at?
He's number 2 at number 15.
Wait, they say he's better than Jalen Ramsey?
Yes, but But it gets worse. It gets worse.
Who's
Now,
this?
Pete Prisco,
From where?
CBS Sports.
CBS.
Hey,
Drop
that's
that
a bomb.
bomb.
That's a
That's a
bomb.
bomb like that one.
yeah, that was funny.
By the way, and this is what's the bad part. It's not quarterbacks. It's just defensive backs. So let me go with the rest. He has Xavier Howard, 24 from the Dolphins. Those are the top 3 players are cornerback. His DBs are cornerbacks.
I'm checking out.
He has Tyrann Mathieu, 34. Marlon Humphrey, 48.
Time out. Tyrann Mathieu is good, but Tyrann Mathieu he's overhyped. He's not as good as he makes himself seem. Go ahead and continue.
Marvin Humphrey, 48.
Oh no.
Buda Baker, 51.
So they say Buda Baker's better than Trey White?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
Jesse Bates, 58 from the Bengals.
The safety?
Yeah. Minka I don't even know who it is. Minka Fitzpatrick, 60.
Another safety.
Stephon Gilmore, 71.
Wait, so where in the world do they have Trey White?
Harrison Smith, 77.
I was about to say something on air, and it was about to be way wrong.
Harrison Smith. Why that from who he play for?
The Vikings, the safety.
Oh yeah.
Trey White,
Yeah.
number 78 overall, which makes him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 11th ranked defensive back on this list.
I completely disagree with that, and I'm not even a Bills fan. And if you're not going to say this dude is, listen.
But
we know who the best corner in the league is. If you're going to say somebody's the best corner, if it's not Jalen Ramsey,
it's Trey White.
It has to be Trey White. There's no other way around it. Jair Alexander is good. I'm not saying that he's a bad corner. He's a very good corner. And he's young too. I think it's only like his third year in the league.
Right.
Marlon Humphreys is good. I would not choose Marlon Humphreys over Trey White, and it's nothing against Marlon Humphreys. He's a good corner too.
Or Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, and I'll talk about him later. Stephon Gilmore, I think he's kind of overhyped a little bit for me too. I think he's more of a scheme corner because he didn't look that good over there in Buffalo.
He has my Broncos taking at Justin Simmons at 79. Derwin James from Ben Reddy's Chargers at 90.
If Derwin James doesn't get hurt all the time, he'll most definitely be probably the best safety in football.
Jamal Adams, 92. Darius Williams from the Rams, 99. And then L'Jarius Sneed from the Chiefs at 100.
The corner?
Yeah. So he had 16 defensive backs. And amongst those, Trey White, is the 11th ranked defensive back, Mark.
I can't. I'm not cool with that at all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like if you're gonna go total DBs, there's no way he's out the top 5. There's not even too many safeties that's better than him.
Listen, man, I'm staying off this topic because this is gonna get my blood pressure boiling.
And some of the names that I heard was just insane.
Well, number one, what I don't understand is why would you? I get understanding is all defensive backs, but you could have separated cornerbacks from safeties.
It's two completely different job assignments that you have to do.
But I digress. What do I know? We're just fans. Call us. We could have made a better list than this.
Yeah.
When teams lose in the playoffs, they get ran off the court.
Yeah, there's only one DB.
Well, it makes me think maybe Pete Prisco was smoking some marijuana before he made this list.
He was most definitely smoking something else.
Because NFL and marijuana is in the news today, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
That's a good segue then.
Thank you.
That was.
The NFL and the NFLPA have agreed to have consultations with other medical officials about finding other resources for pain relievers that are not opioids, which includes marijuana, CBD, cannabis. And they're giving, I think, $100 million grants to those, like to the companies, $1 million grant. I forgot how much it was, but it sounds like this is just something that should have been just based off all the concussion stuff, this should have been way overdue.
No, Dustin Blackman wish it was happened already.
Well, that's why he's trying to make a comeback.
Yep, Josh Gordon. There's a few people that wish they would have been changed that.
So now,
yeah, they should have been and took the marijuana ban off.
Yeah.
So now the question is this, gentlemen: will this be a success, or will this be just another reason for someone to say, oh, these dudes just all they want to do is get high and do all that other stuff?
Well, some people are probably going to say that, but I do think that marijuana should be legalized in the NFL.
And if they do, so what?
And if you look at it, there are certain NFL states where marijuana is now legal.
And I guarantee you, some of these players is playing drunk.
Guaranteed.
I know that for a fact.
Here's my whole thing though.
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Ryan Leaf. My whole thing is this. Even if you were to get high before a game, oh man, oh my god, yeah, that was crazy.
You would have had that would have been a nice highlight, but
Like this,
Well,
I like about to dunk on him. But
why is Embiid still in the game? The game is over. Go get it. Go start icing the knee, son. Because he can't. I mean, you want please pause. Go ice the knee, man. I mean, you do not want that meniscus to tear anymore just because you're trying to get extra points in garbage time. I know. I'm just a fan. I'm not a trainer.
Yeah. What do we know? We're just sports for you.
Yeah.
But
He's balling, though. He's
I
balling,
don't
though.
I don't see where if you were to get high before a game, it doesn't make you. It's not like you become a better player because you smoke before this game. It's no different than, like you said, there's players that play drunk,
right?
And there's no problem. Ryan Leaf did it, like you said earlier.
Jamarcus Russell was playing on the lean.
Yep, and that wasn't even banned during that time.
So now a lot of NFL media were criticizing the NFL and the PA for why is this now? I mean, what took so long? And eventually we'll find out.
I'd have thought about something. We most definitely used two horrible references to try to defend that topic. Ryan Leaf and Jamarcus Russell.
Oh wow!
Okay. Yeah, we don't call no names for that one. That was horrible.
We could have found two
Who
better.
Used Ryan Leaf?
Huh?
Who used Ryan Leaf?
And I brought in no.
He used Ryan Leaf. I brought up Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah,
we could have used two better. I know there's
most definitely could have used two better players than that. Yeah, but those are we don't call our names for that.
I mean, I can't say Josh Gordon, but he obviously makes me look.
Well, no, you can't say Josh Gordon because he was actually a good player.
Well, he had 1,800 yards that 1 year in Cleveland.
Yeah, with like 17 different quarterbacks.
But
yeah, that dude, wasted talent.
So, by the way, did y'all hear the news about what are y'all thoughts on spring football? And I'm not talking college. I'm talking about spring professional football leagues.
They don't get paid.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a market for it? Does it work? Should they just chalk it up as an L?
No. I think the XFL when they came out the last time,
right?
They actually had a very, very good thing going because I know the LA team out here. I actually got in contact with them because I coach with I coach kids over there in Baldwin,
right?
And what they were going to do was they were going to give us discounted tickets so that all the kids over there could go over there to the games. They were really trying to get integrated with the community.
Right. Yeah, that's dope.
But COVID messed everything up for them, so they had to shut the league down. They couldn't. There was a new league, and it wasn't like the games weren't bad. They were good games. They were entertaining.
I watched.
They were entertaining games. So I think it was good, and a couple of players ended up getting contracts in the league the next year after that.
Yeah.
So
PJ Walker.
Yep. So it showed that it actually could work for somebody. So that's where I said.
You said Peter Parker?
PJ Walker, the quarterback. He used to be the quarterback at Houston, I think. He was not Spider-Man.
Well, Miles Morales.
Remember he hate me?
Yeah.
From the first XFL?
Oh yeah.
Tommy Maddox?
Yep, Tommy Maddox.
Tommy Frazier.
Trash.
Hey, be respectful. Tommy Frazier was nice, man.
He was nice in Nebraska.
Sure was.
And after that.
So that's
He was drinking.
he went to the CFL, so
That explains everything. Okay.
So, I bring that up because
Who did this beat, Nick?
yeah, that's right.
No, I knew that one.
So, but anyway, the news is that the USFL is making a comeback. The United States Football League. They're going to have a spring league that's going to launch in 2023. Fox is part owner of the league, and they're going to be the broadcast partner. The USFL, for those that don't know, was a football league that tried to come back to NFL in the 80s. You had Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly, Reggie White, Steve Young.
It wasn't no pushover league. They had some good players up over there.
Still to this day, they say Herschel Walker's season, I think he had 20. He rushed for 2,500 yards. Is still the greatest rushing season from a running back in the history of football. Period.
Derrick Henry said, "Okay."
I played Madden. I had 3,000.
And obviously, there's a book by Jeff Pearlman from Sports Illustrated, the former Sports Illustrated writer, about the demise of the USFL, because the former president, Donald Trump, tried to sue the NFL for antitrust, saying they had a seize on the TV markets, and they went to court, and the judge awarded the USFL $1. Wellington Mira, the late Wellington Mira, the owner of the Giants, was on the defense side, and he went and got a crisp dollar bill out of his pocket and put it on Donald Trump's lawyer's bench and said, "Yeah, there's your $1. Have a nice life."
I think another football league can work. I think it's had to be marketed right. You have to have some of these players that was probably known in college that didn't make it in the league, so it can build up the hype, and then use it like as a stepping stone to get to the NFL. Like you have to actually see some of these players from that football league make it to the NFL, and and be productive. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how you build that. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like how the G League built up.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, I think it can be the same way, and the same way with the minors in baseball. Like it's gonna always be that same stepping step to get to the.
You just need the right person to do good from that cross. That's all it is.
I think it'll be really dope if we can get some of these players who probably was like late draft picks or didn't get drafted but still made in the league to help fund some of the money.
Yeah.
Or fund the league so it can it can be built on that. Like, look, man, you don't have to get drafted in a 3rd, 4th, 5th round. You can, still
real.
make it from here, dog.
I mean, look, people have to remember this as well. It's like what you just said. There's more than one league. It's not just the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The CFL is not a bad option.
CFL is a good option.
People forget Warren Moon was over there at the CFL. He has records that still haven't been broken up over there.
Yeah.
And, and he considered one of the better quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. And he's like top 10 in passing yards, considering he didn't even play all his career in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that shows you how good of a player this dude was.
Yeah, how that whole tell him to be a safety idea work.
Yeah,
that was stupid. Now he's on his way. Now he's a Hall of Famer.
Pretty much.
Let's go ahead and talk some NBA because
LA native.
Yeah, that's right. Hamilton High School.
Sure did.
Oh man, this is gonna be like a therapy session talking hoops.
You play for Baldwin too.
Sure did.
So
as we said at the beginning of the show, the second round is up and running, but some teams have already went home. Some coaches have already lost jobs, but we got to discuss. Let's talk some NBA. The second round of the NBA playoffs is set. In the East, right now you're watching the Sixers and the Hawks. That series is going to be tied at 1 game apiece, and Joel Embiid says this is easy work. He must be very mad because Nikola Jokic was named the MVP today. He's playing like it.
Man, take him out.
just
why is Ben Simmons coming back in?
Well, he needs.
He needs to learn how to score. So there we go.
Maybe
this is 6 points.
Maybe this is shooting practice.
Yeah, until he rolls his ankle.
Yeah, I don't know why Doc has them out there anyway. But this series will be tied at 1. We have the other Eastern Conference series. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets, are up 2-0 without James Harden.
It wouldn't have mattered.
And now, offensive foul. What happened? What was that last night with Brooklyn and Milwaukee? They were up 49 points.
JaVale McGee showed up.
I know one major that was funny. One major problem is the fact of that your best player in Giannis took 5 less shots than Chris Middleton.
Giannis not a number 1 option.
Then who is on
Bradley
that team?
Beal.
On that team right now, who is their number 1 option?
Giannis.
It's
Milwaukee. Did you not listen to our show before the season? Did you not listen to what this man try to give you advice?
They heard him. They
told you.
They
Told
decided
you.
to get another player.
Told you to make the call for Bradley Beal.
But they wanted Drew Holiday.
You could have gave up the Brewers, Packers, Aaron Rodgers, all of the Miller Lite beer in breweries in Wisconsin and got Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
He got 40 points.
Career high. Playoff career high, I should say. Mm-hmm. Now they're down 2-0, and Chris Middleton is playing like hot garbage. Mm-hmm. And I know we
wear them shoes.
Ooh, good point. That could be karma.
Don't blame the shoes. He was garbage before that.
Well, oh wow,
he was garbage before that.
He's a good third option.
Yeah, well,
on somebody's team.
Well, he's supposed to be the good third option on this team, and obviously he's not right now.
Man, look, Chris Middleton is.
I'm just saying you could have gave up all those trade assets that y'all gave New Orleans for Bradley Beal.
You could have gave all that up and Chris Middleton.
Exactly. And I guarantee y'all at least be tied 1-1 and not down 2-0. And Giannis coming out saying that, well, we have to send multiple players at Kevin Durant. No, aren't you the reigning defensive player of the year?
And that's my fault because I kept asking when they go put Giannis on Durant, but it don't matter.
Yeah, it really didn't. Kevin Durant said, okay, I hear you, Mark.
That's because he's not the reigning defensive player of the year. But
well, I could have told you that. I mean,
but hey, what do we know?
Yeah, I mean, the reigning defense, the guy who should have won, he's home right now, but it's whatever. It's whatever. But in the West, we're gonna have the Suns and the Nuggets, and the Suns are up 1-0. And then coming up next is gonna be Nick Freeze's Clippers versus the Utah Jazz. Mm-hmm. Which also means some teams had to go home. So it's time for another edition is what we call 1, 2, 3 Cancun. This is a segment that we have during the NBA postseason on those NBA teams who are now on their way to a early vacation. Let's start off in the Eastern Conference.
This is a painful experience for John, everybody.
Oh yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. I should not be in Cancun right now. I should be at Staples Center. The New York Knicks, by the way,
frauds.
Julius Randle, most improved player. Tom Thibodeau was coach of the year.
Could have fooled me.
They have cap space. Now everybody's saying that they're a free agent destination all of a sudden. And they're, according to Vegas, have the number one odds to trade for one. Damian Lillard, who we're going to get to in a little bit.
What they trading for?
Mitchell Robinson, R.J. Barrett.
Probably R.J. Barrett and some picks.
Yeah.
But you got to make the money work.
Yeah, the money ain't working. Cancun.
Yeah, in Cancun. What? Yes. Yeah, play that. It's Cancun. Yeah, shout out to Cancun right now. Game 3, Hawks, Sixers Friday. So, what do you do if you're the Knicks? Obviously, they've had a total culture. A total cultural restructuring with Leon Rose.
Oh yeah.
Worldwide West. Worldwide West, and Scott Perry is still there as the general manager. But obviously, Julius Randle is not a 1. He's not a 2.
I think he can be a 2.
Well, the question is, who's going to be that 1? Who's going to be that 1?
They need a guard.
Of course, if you can get a Dame Lillard, that'd be great. Honestly, I think that is Westbrook a free agent?
No, he's still under contract.
I think if you can get Westbrook over there, I'm not sure how that would benefit to winning, but I think that would
I mean, it'd be better than what would have been dealing for the past forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's certain players. I just think that certain teams is just cursed and don't get mad, Nick. But I think the Clippers is 1. I think the Knicks is 1.
All teams in San Diego are cursed.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
That was an unnecessary shot at Ben, but okay.
It really was, man.
My team is San Diego too.
Good point. Let's move over to the West because we did the rest of the East teams. We gotta get back to the East. We're gonna talk about this whole Celtics situation a little bit. Let's go over to the West. The Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant welcome to the national spotlight. Those who are real basketball fans know you were great, but people got to see you on the national stage. The question is, what can Memphis do to make sure that this young rising star continues to rise, and they need to try to get somewhere out of the first round? Because right now, him and Jaren Jackson just is not going to be it.
They need a veteran.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think, what this they first year in the playoffs, right?
First year in the playoffs.
Yeah, because last year they was in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
they're young.
They're young. I don't think they need to make no real drastic move.
No. They just
get some vets.
They just need a solid veteran.
Yeah, even if it's somebody come off the bench or something.
Bench, yeah.
They don't. Their team is they're set pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people have to remember this as well. Remember, Jaren Jackson was hurt most of this year,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know he's most definitely a big factor for that team. 'Cause I think he got hurt during the play-in last year, didn't he?
He got hurt in the bubble. He
got hurt in the bubble. Yep,
missed the play-in tournament.
Yep, and there was a whole different team without him last year during the bubble when he didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to replace 6'11" dude that can rebound, defend, that can score
and shoot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big factor. Making sure that he stays healthy should be the main priority from this point on. Because at the end of the day, he's 6'11" and he had a knee injury. So you never know how those affect players.
By the way, speaking of injuries, no Mike Conley tonight out with a hamstring strain. He averaged 17 and 8 in that first round versus Memphis. Now let's to Ben Reddy's Dallas Mavericks. I'm gonna let Mark be the lead spokesperson on this one. They took the Clippers to 7 games.
No, Luka took the Clippers.
Well, good point. Luka took the Clippers to 7 games.
Tim Hardaway helped a couple of games.
Shout out to Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, I'm about to say he helped too.
Yeah.
Luka took the Clippers to 7 games.
and they ended up losing game 7 because Kawhi went Kawhi.
No, they lost. No, their game 7 was game 6. They should have won game 6.
They should have.
We should have won game 5.
But Kawhi, and they should have won game 3. It's a lot of should-haves.
Yeah, there's a bunch of should-haves.
They're starting Joe Ingles in Conley's place tonight.
Paul George might be careful.
I feel like
that's cold.
I feel like the problem with Dallas is they got a 7'3" Kuzma on their team.
And for the person y'all don't know who he's referring to, he's not talking about Boban. He's talking about Kristaps Porzingis.
No, Boban played better than Porzingis.
Yeah.
By the way, Boban's 7'4". So that's just also to clear that up as well.
They have a 7'3" guy and a 7'4" player on their team, and the Clippers had Nicholas Batum starting at center, and he decided to shoot 3-pointers.
When you told me Kristaps Porzingis was 7'3", I was like, was that his height or his stat line?
It's probably the same.
Because he did not show up in this first round. What do the Dallas Mavericks... Here's a question, and I brought this up in our group chat, Mark. And Ben, you're our Mavericks fan, so you can chime in as well. Nice city, good facilities, no state tax. Joe Ingles just hits a 3.
Stop jumping.
Why can't Dallas recruit marquee free agents?
Because they got that 7'3" Kuzma on their team.
I'm talking about before Porzingis.
Oh.
Even when it was just Dirk, they had a hard time trying to find Dirk a number 2 before Jason Kidd came back near the end of his career. But why can they not get the marquee guys to come to Dallas?
Honestly, I don't think they want a second option. I think they like that Dallas. Once Dallas, hold on, Ben got his hand raised. So go ahead,
Yes.
B.
Go ahead, B. It's your squad.
Except for Dirk.
Well, Dirk did it.
Dirk won white.
And Bird, Larry Joe.
He talking about now.
Okay. So you didn't.
Yeah, well, y'all was a better team.
Y'all sure was. Y'all swept the Lakers.
Y'all was a better team. I was telling John that was a really well put together team.
Tyson was.
And
they had five players that averaged double digits.
Oh, he hurt. Yeah.
Who?
Well, he got a limping.
Who?
Oh, that Bogdanovich.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Well,
He's holding that knee.
He's holding his what?
He's holding his knee.
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, he That 2011 team, Dallas team, was good, but I think they like that kind of team.
Oh,
Where
that was luck.
you have the one superstar, then you have a team that's put together around him.
Right.
It's just this Dallas team wasn't that.
Yeah.
This Dallas team wasn't that. I like Tim Hardaway for Dallas, especially like if you can keep him as a third option, that's great. But you need somebody who you paying. His contract is 3 years, $103 million left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to somehow get from underneath that contract, or tell them to rework it till y'all can get somebody else.
I 100% agree. I just think they need to. And I brought this up, and I want to ask you, B, because you're the Mavs fan. Now I know this is not going to happen because he's earned his right to still be a coach. What is your thoughts on Carlisle? So I was reading this up, and I'm not saying it because I would do it, but has his message kind of rained hollow since, because y'all haven't really had the success since winning the championship, do you think?
I mean, they really didn't have that much of a team afterwards.
Well, I don't count the year after y'all won. I'm talking about after that. Say like 2013 since, because obviously when teams win championships, everyone gets paid. So
what Dallas didn't really wasn't really in contention until they got Luka. Yeah, they was like, I don't want to say they was like irrelevant, but they was like you know they wasn't go really contend for no championship.
They had Dennis Smith Jr.
So you think even then? Wow, well they did draft Dennis Smith Jr.
Wow, might be somebody worse than Porzingis.
Dennis Smith Jr.
He's over there in New York doing nothing.
No, I thought he was in Chicago now, Detroit now. Because I think he got traded for D Rose.
I don't know.
Yeah, he in Shanghai.
Well, he's not. He's not in the last. I mean, last time I saw him was the dunk contest when he lost to dude from OKC when he tried the dunk on J. Cole.
Well, he tried to do what to J. Cole?
He jumped over J. Cole in the dunk contest. So, and then there's my Los Angeles Lakers.
Man, don't be mad, man.
I'm not mad. Yeah, because I'm going to need something to, oh boy. Help me, Lord, 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 help me, Lord. Man. The former reigning NBA champion Lakers.
They're still a reign. Ain't nobody won yet.
They're the
reigning champions until July 31st.
They're not defending champs no more.
Well, they won't be defending either. And that's probably that's why they were out the playoffs, because they weren't defending. So therefore,
well, that's up to everything.
I really need you guys to help me try to grab other Laker fans from jumping off the cliff right now.
Rudy Gobert is trash. Go ahead.
No, I want some of y'all to jump off the cliff. I had about enough of y'all.
You heard me? Rudy Gobert is trash. Go ahead.
Because the fact that I'm hearing everyone still wants to blame LeBron, and he's not without blame. Mark would point this out. His lack of aggression would be my one issue with him. His lack of aggression. But I'm not blaming the dude who basically was playing on a high ankle sprain and still leading us in points, rebounds, and assists. I'm sorry. AD should not have been out there, and you got to get tougher skin, bro. You don't be out there running on the court when you have a groin injury because you want to prove Stephen A. Smith and Charles Barkley that you're tough.
Street clothes.
Look, the name was noted. I get the name. You got to be smarter than that. You couldn't run. And Chris Paul saw it from the moment they did the jump. Yeah, it was beyond barbecue chicken. It was chicken, ribs, potato salad, and dressing. So, and I'm saving the other people for calling out names, but I need to really understand why everyone wants to make this about a LeBron issue.
Because it's LeBron.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I understand that part. But I'm like,
you gotta make that.
He didn't hit the side of the backboard. So
is LeBron toxic?
No.
Because I had this shot on my barber job, but we had a real serious debate. Obviously, in the shop, you agree, disagree on stuff. He's a Laker fan, but he hates LeBron. He also told me LeBron wasn't top 5, which I totally disagreed with. But
oh yeah, you don't have discussions with people after that no more.
I'm like, now you're just talking with your bias.
Yeah.
Because like you think LeBron not top 5 said he was bullying people in Cleveland. I was like, who? Names.
Pretty much.
They're probably not relevant. I called the dude bums, which was probably wrong of me, but I think everyone's now ultra defensive since Kwame Brown has spoken up for himself, so we can't call him my bums or scrubs. I get it, but saying that LeBron basically letting LeBron run the team and Rich and this and that, I'm like, look, y'all didn't think David Falcon Jordan was running Chicago?
Exactly.
Only thing,
you don't think Kobe ran the Lakers?
I mean, obviously, if they would have listened to David Falcon Jordan, and Shaq probably would have been a Chicago Bull instead of a Laker.
But before we continue with that insane statement, for those of you who said that Kobe never asked for help and all that other stuff, did people forget that Kobe said that he wanted to get traded and said that he was cool with playing with the Clippers? Y'all remember him saying that?
I remembered it.
Yeah.
It was basically an 11-hour deal because it was by midnight he was going to be a Clipper in 04. People don't want to admit it. But it was almost, if it wasn't for Jerry West making one call, he was going to the Clippers.
Thank you. He was going to go up over there because he said
it hurt my heart too.
Yeah, because I think during that time there was rumors of the Clippers moving to Anaheim or something.
Yeah.
And he was saying that was closer to where he stayed at. And Jerry West made that phone call and stopped everything from happening. And even throughout all that, he still wanted to get up out of there before they got Pau Gasol.
So
people forget about that as well.
Oh boy, yeah. Remember, you say I'd rather play on Pluto before playing with the Lakers. He said trade Jason Kidd for Andrew Bynum. I mean, we're mad because LeBron traded a couple of number 2 picks for Anthony Davis. Y'all want to trade back the championship we got?
And if everybody keeps saying that, look at Brandon Ingram now. Look at Julius. Guess what? They didn't do none of that with y'all. So what does that matter?
Well, Julius Randle did what he did in the playoffs with the Lakers.
Yeah.
And on top of that, man, you also have to realize that them being on their own team helps them grow.
Thank you. They were not about to do that all together.
Even if LeBron wasn't there, Brandon Ingram is not going to – how Brandon Ingram grew, Julius Randle wasn't going to grow how he ended up growing. Somebody has had a ball in their hand. Like them splitting up was probably the best thing for them individually.
Exactly.
It was the only thing that could make the Lakers – all parties could have prospered. Lakers got a championship. These guys became all-stars. They got new contracts. They got awards. But no. Everyone wants to blame LeBron. Oh, let's trade LeBron. Let's get rid of Anthony Davis. All this stuff. We all relax. Look, we played on the shortest turnaround in NBA history, 71 days. It's not a coincidence that 3 of the final 4 teams from the bubble are out in the first round, except for Denver.
That's true.
Yeah, for real.
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it to the end of the season. Adam Silver in the NBA and the NBAPA made a deal with the devil, and he came back to collect at the expense of LeBron James, Anthony Davis,
James Harden,
Joel Embiid.
I think Anthony's going to get hurt anyways. Go ahead.
Jamal Murray.
We
could be seeing Jamal Murray versus Devin Booker right now. Kentucky versus Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, Kevin Durant was hurt most of the year.
Kevin Durant. Mike Conley's not playing tonight.
Well, he said he was hurt most of the year.
Okay, there we go.
We're not seeing Mike Conley right now. Kawhi was injured. Paul George was injured.
Serge Ibaka's still hurt.
Excuse me.
COVID. All this. I mean, look, how much did I want to see my Lakers in the playoffs right now? Because I feel like we could have still made some noise. Maybe they just needed a restart. It's just sometimes you need luck also to play in your favor, and luck did not play in the Lakers' favor this year.
I keep telling people that a championship run is more than just, skill and everything, camaraderie. You have to have some luck in a championship run. Certain things have to go your way. Just like with Kawhi's run in Toronto, there were things that went his way. The injuries that happened to the Warriors made his job a lot easier in the finals.
That wasn't a foul.
So that's just the way it goes. That wasn't a foul.
So another thing. So now since we're talking about
and he gonna miss one
teams, Jason Kidd, Mark's favorite player, Hall of Famer, legend, Lakers assistant head coach,
future Laker head coach,
second best point guard ever.
Yeah, Stephen A., you're out of your mind. So Jason Kidd, of course, Oakland native, like when Damian Lillard. the Portland Trailblazers parted ways with head coach Terry Stotts after 9 years. By the way, the Orlando Magic parted ways with Steve Clifford. We're not going to bash Orlando. I'm not going to bash Orlando like LeBron did. Don't worry, Orlando. But Damian Lillard made it clear that he would like to see Jason Kidd be his head coach. Well, Sunday, Woj reported that Jason Kidd withdrew his name from consideration. Now, my man George Sedano said Portland did not want to hire Jason Kidd. They want to hire Chauncey Billups. My thing is this. Hire whoever Damian Lillard wants.
Pretty much.
Or if not, just trade him. You better get on the phone and start making some calls. Because Vegas is already working the phone right now. And the odds are out, gentlemen, on Damian Lillard's next team. The favorite to trade for Damian Lillard right now are the New York Knicks at plus 250. Charmal's in the house. Don't say nothing, please. I know. Save it for after the show.
I wouldn't trust that girl. Go ahead.
The Clippers plus 275. By the way, he's wearing Jordan Clarkson's jersey. Donovan Mitchell wasn't available. Your own jersey wasn't available. I digress. Miami Heat plus 300. John Stockton. Mark Eaton, rest in peace. I'm just naming.
Nick, you got a problem.
Oh, what happened?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, my
The
bad.
Lakers at plus 350.
I mean, skip the team.
The Philadelphia 76ers at plus 400. And then the Boston Celtics at plus 450. Now, here's the interesting part. They also have odds on where C.J. McCollum might get traded.
You got the number 2 team.
I said the Clippers.
There we go. Just want to make sure everybody heard that again.
The Clippers are at number 2 at plus 250.
I don't know how, but yeah.
By the way, you're also plus 250 to trade for C.J. McCollum, too.
I think C.J. McCollum be nice with the Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do it, but I trust Rod.
I can't do it. Because if the Lakers calling me and say offering Kuzma, I'm hanging up the phone.
Immediately.
By the way, the Knicks are the favorite also to get C.J. McCollum at plus 200.
Wow.
East Coast bias.
And then the Pacers?
So you'll get both of them? Cool.
So I guess.
Oh, look, Beverly's on the court.
Well, he didn't. Well, there's no Luka, so.
Yeah, I'm about to say there's no Luka and there's no Mike Conley, so it should be all right.
He's not. They're not going to have him guard Donovan Mitchell. They're not crazy. But he get exposed.
They got him guard Jordan Clarkson?
Yeah, he could deal with Jordan Clarkson.
So that's there. And then, what do you think Portland should do? Obviously, I think they should just hire whoever Damian Lillard wants and Luke Kennard. That's why y'all paying to do $64 million. You better make that shot.
He like a school teacher. But go ahead.
Well, he went to Duke. What you expect?
Dookie.
Shout out to Ben Fair. But Damian Lillard, when we have our next season in 2021, 2022, what uniform is he wearing?
Portland.
Wow.
Why in the world would Portland trade him?
So, basically, C.J. McCollum's gone then.
Because I don't think C.J. McCollum's gone either.
I do.
There's no way you can bring that backcourt back. I think it's just time.
Karl Anthony Towns will be in Portland.
And that's where I wanted to go next because Stephen A. had a report that Karl Anthony Towns could be a target for Portland. You trade C.J. McCollum probably. Yes.
No. Go ahead.
Why?
You mean no. Why in the world would they trade Karl Anthony Towns?
Well, it's not like Minnesota's going anywhere. I guess they're conceding the franchise to Anthony Edwards, I would guess.
Anthony Edwards needs help. That's the help right there. Get rid of D'Angelo Russell.
Well, maybe a veteran like C.J. McCollum would help more than another young star like Towns.
Yeah.
And maybe Towns, with everything he's went through in the last year, just needs a change of scenery.
Everybody need to change the scene. Oh, my God. Are you serious? I know you're going to miss that garbage, man. But, I mean, everybody needs to change the scenery from Minnesota. Anthony Edwards needs to change from scenery from there already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's too much of a superstar to be up over there. This dude, and I hope no negativity goes towards this dude because he seems like he's a real genuine cool dude. I follow him on Instagram. He's hilarious. He's one of those young dudes. He interacts with the media real well. You know, he seems like a very nice young dude. So you know, hopefully, you know, he his career stays keeps going up. You know, he doesn't get hurt anything. So you know, he's a very good player. Watching him in LaMelo for the next 10+ years is going to be interesting.
Should be fun.
We'll see what happens with Wiseman too.
Let's
make predictions for the second round, gentlemen. Let's start with the series we're watching right now. Jazz Clippers.
Clippers in 6.
I got Clippers in 6.
I got Jazz in 7.
67.
Nah, I was gonna say 6, but I'm gonna go with 7 because I don't know if winning a home game in Staples. By the way, Clippers. People who are running the Clippers operation on game day, get rid of them stupid cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, those are stupid.
Look,
that was Doc Rivers' idea. Get that up out of here. You seen how far that got in Doc Rivers?
No, get rid of no cardboard cutouts, please.
That's dumb.
No, y'all need to have fans on both sides of the arena. No, not just on one. You gotta hear some cutouts. Other Western Conference series. Phoenix, Denver.
I have Phoenix winning that series.
You know what?
In 7.
I got Phoenix in 7 too.
But I would not be surprised if Denver won.
I agree.
I got Phoenix in 6.
Oh, so they're gonna win the Game 6 in Denver. Whew, that's wow. We'll see if Game 6 Booker show up. Is that gonna be the new thing? He's gonna be Game 6 Dev?
No.
It's just Game 6. It's just Game 6 play.
He just had one.
Yeah.
He need to have a couple years with them before he take that from Clay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think nobody can take it from Clay, to be honest. You don't think so?
It could happen. I mean, somebody ends up balling in the Game 6 as many as he has, because he for sure doesn't ball in Game 7s.
Clay was going crazy.
Yeah. Let's go to the East. So Sixers, Hawks.
I got Sixers in I have Sixers in 5 actually.
So basically, Atlanta just won their only game on Sunday.
Gentlemen sweep.
I got Sixers in 6.
I got Sixers in 6 too. And then obviously the one series that's already 2-0.
I got the Nets in 3.
Wow, I said don't even show up to game 4, huh, Milwaukee?
I think Milwaukee will win 1. They'll go 5.
Be stupid.
I think they get a gentleman sweep as well.
Can I be honest? I had this series going 7 games from the start. But I thought what I saw last night, I would be shocked. Shocked.
Do you know that those two either scored or assisted on 80 points, and Milwaukee had 89? They almost beat Milwaukee on their own, literally.
Nah, I think the Bucks.
It could have been 5-on-2 out there, and it wouldn't have been no difference.
I got the Bucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Losing in 4 games.
Oh yeah, and Milwaukee, you're looking very dumb for paying Drew Holiday all that money right now, because this for sure has not helped y'all none whatsoever in the series that y'all thought it was gonna help in.
So I'm gonna say this again, because you brought it up earlier. I'm gonna say it to you also. Say trade for Drew Holiday. Then they gave him 5 years, 150, whatever.
Could get the Bradley Beal.
They can't get at the Bradley Beal. They couldn't get at the Bradley Beal. You couldn't get at the Bradley Beal.
I mean, I think if they had Bradley Beal, it'd be 1-1 right now.
Now Bradley Beal probably wouldn't have took it because he wants to, get to the open market. Make the call. Let's get to calling out names.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Hey, John was mad.
Yeah. And calling out names about to be ugly.
Oh my God. Because I don't understand teams. There are some things that just make sense.
This commercial is weird.
Like trading James Harden for Tyler Hero.
Pat Riley, that might be the dumbest thing that you've ever done.
Or maybe considering trading him for Ben Simmons. Yeah, dudes hit the splits. But let's get to calling out names. I'll let y'all go first if y'all have any, because mine is not going to be.
I don't. Charles Barkley.
This is going to be terrible.
This terrible. The stupid comment he made when he said Anthony Davis shouldn't be getting hurt because he's young. Chuckster.
How old was Jordan when he got hurt?
Was his second year.
And
how old was he? That was like 20,
22, 23.
And I could have swore that Anthony Davis is not 22, 23, right?
No, he's 27, 28.
But he says youngness is. What did he say, from 20 to 32? You shouldn't really be getting hurt like that?
Didn't he get hurt during that time?
Well, heck, how much weight did Charles?
That's all. That was one of the dumbest things I've heard.
And Charles Barkley said some. Speaking of Charles, he said some dumb stuff before too, and that's most definitely. Yeah, that I don't get that. That absolutely makes zero sense. You know, T-Mac got hurt a lot when he was younger. So
Penny,
Derrick Rose.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't saying all that about them. I mean, if you want to talk about the way he plays, that's something different. But when it comes to health issues, like that doesn't make any sense. You're too young to be getting hurt. What?
Brandon Roy.
Like you getting hurt on purpose?
Yeah, like I'm choosing to be hurt.
Yeah, I choose for this to happen. Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is crazy. Yeah, Chuck, you lost it. You on your own with that one. Alabama.
Got anybody else, Mark?
No.
Nick, you anybody?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm calling out myself.
And why is that, sir?
I lost faith in my team early. And I shouldn't have lost faith.
And that
team is the Los Angeles Clippers.
Are you kidding me?
And
you got Ian Williams said he does need to get new doctors though. He does. He better. He might. He had no
shout out to my boy Ian too.
Go ahead.
Hey Ian, I know y'all watching the game right now. I know it hurts, but it's. I shouldn't have lost faith in my team. It was on the first round game. We was only down 0-2.
By the way, the Clippers are on a 19-2 run in the last almost 7 minutes.
And I just told somebody, hey Ian, I think Ian seen that when I said we're gonna dog out Utah.
So basically, they was up. The Jazz were up 10-2.
Yes,
7 minutes ago. Now they're down 21-12.
Yes, I'm not worried about the Utah Jazz. That's why I said we will win this in 5.
By the way, Quinn Snyder's also a Duke grad.
Probably right on the room.
Are you kidding me?
Go ahead.
Isn't he Greg Popovich coach? Isn't he on that tree?
I have zero clue. I know you coached at Missouri. I know
okay.
he coached with Mike Brown.
Oh, okay.
He was with the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
He should have gave him the job over D'Antoni. Go ahead.
Ooh. Yeah. But yeah. I need to make sure to not get so emotional about these games and just weigh it out. I had faith last year, even when we lost the 3-1 lead. I should have faith when we were down 0-2.
Shout out to my guy Nick.
Yeah, I admit when I'm wrong.
Bravo, Nick. Give him a round of applause for that one. For just,
you know what I'm saying. And shout out to Mark for believing in my team more than I did.
You know, it's funny because I got called a Clipper fan in our group chat.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Mark got called a Clipper and a Laker fan in our group chat.
Yeah, that's how you know I'm not a fan of either one of them.
Mm-hmm. Patrick Beverly, they look 1-3 a game. Yeah, that's it. No more.
Well, he done shot 2 already.
Oh, he shot 2?
Yeah. Well, now let me
calling our names next.
Let me take the gloves off.
Tyronn Lue should be on calling our names for playing them.
All my calling out names are gonna be Laker related.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna start with. Okay, I'm just gonna start from the top. I'm starting with Rob Pelinka.
You calling out Rob Pelinka?
I have a reason now, and I wasn't going to until some new information I got about 3 hours ago. Follow Showtime Forum, Showtime_Forum on Twitter, Showtime Forum on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Rob Pelinka, don't ever in your life promise players they have their roles until you see how they play in practice.
Yeah, I read that earlier too.
He guaranteed Andre Drummond would be starting. He promised Andre Drummond his role as the starting center of the Lakers.
That's the only reason why Andre Drummond signed.
What? Do you know how many? Rob, you're a smart man. You went to Michigan. Won a national title. Played it with the Fab Five. You represented Kobe, James Harden. I know Andre Drummond was one of your former clients as well. I'm just name some names. Mikan, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Gasol.
Yeah.
We are the late. I ain't saying Andrew Bynum.
It wasn't none of them players on the Lakers roster though.
Exactly. That's my point.
He can guarantee Andrew Drummond a starting.
No, he cannot.
Who's gonna start over?
I don't care. Let Frank Vogel make that call. Even if he is the better center.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But no. That is common sense. He was better than Marc Gasol anyway. But you don't give him that because now
He was just as slow as Marc Gasol.
exactly.
And I'm gonna add on to that with the Rob Pelinka as well. Rob Pelinka, let me tell you something. You literally did something that was, as my grandma used to say, well, I can't say that on here, just backwards. You had the advantage. The advantage the Lakers had last year was size and athleticism. Pause.
I know where
So-
you're going. Oh boy.
You had two athletic centers with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Both of these dudes can run up the court. Both of them can defend. Both of them can rebound. Both of them give you hustle points. And both of them makes Anthony Davis' job easy because he doesn't have to play center, which he doesn't want to do in the first place. So instead of you at least keeping one, just one, you decide to let both of them go for Gasol, who is slower than both of them. Can he shoot better than them? Of course.
Less athletic.
Extremely less athletic, and he's older than them. And he plays older than them. Like there's no hustle in his game. He's a better passer. Okay, who cares? You know, that's what you have LeBron for. And then you get rid of them and then the other person you get is Montrezl Harrell, who is 6'7" at tallest. And last year was shown to be irrelevant against centers who are actually good. He barely played in the elimination game, at game 7. He barely played. I think he only played like 5 minutes. He couldn't stay on the court because he's getting dogged out by Joker.
All right, my next person for the Lakers I'm calling out is Frank Vogel.
I knew this day was going to happen.
And Nick just basically said, why? What the heck did we sign Montrezl Harrell for if you ain't going to play him 5 minutes? Well, I mean, he took up our entire full mid-level exception. And you didn't play him, and he just went null and void. If I haven't seen Montrezl Harrell's latest post on Instagram, go look at it. It was basically a goodbye, see you later, Lakers, to Laker Nation. So, and let me be clear. I love Frank Vogel. I think you're a good coach. But you got out coach Monty Williams in the playoffs. And he ran circles around you. No, this was Hagler Hearns. No, take that back. This was Tyson versus Peter McNeely.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought Frank Vogel was a good coach, and I said it when he got signed.
This is Mayweather versus Paul.
Yeah,
Really was.
Because
Monty Williams did knock us out in Game 5, and they basically just held us up until Game 6.
pretty much. And I said it from the beginning. I was like, man, Frank Vogel is not a good coach. You know, he's known for being a defensive coach, and he's known for that run over there with the Pacers. But there was issues over there with the Pacers as well. He doesn't do well with in-game adjustments, and I've seen him do this multiple times. And the main thing that I always said was, all right, so soon as they got rid of Frank Vogel up over there in Orlando, we're pretty much the same exact team. There was literally, I think they had it wasn't no major additions to the team. They went to the playoffs after winning like 24 games with Frank Vogel. The same exact team went to the playoffs, winning almost 40. Same exact team. Look, difference on offense, difference on defense with the same exact players. That should be a red flag right there. I don't know what the whole thing was. I don't know whose idea it was to get Frank. Well, they had to get Frank Vogel because obviously the dudes they really wanted said no. So that's just the way that is. And then the dude they really should have gave the job to, they decide to make their assistant coach, which is the reason why he's not leaving from over there, because he knows once Frank Vogel messes up, guess what? I got a job over here in the LA Lakers pretty much coaching Anthony Davis. Why would I leave and go to Portland?
I want to bring that up, but then I'm going to continue my calling out names.
And that's all I have to say about that one.
Why is Jason's Kidd's history from 20 years coming up now? His issues with when he was in 2021, he had 2 issues of domestic violence. He had the DUI when he was in 2013. Now this is all wants to resurface when he wants to try to get back into the coaching game.
That's how they do it. But that's a whole different day.
Mark, this is your guy. He's your favorite player. This ain't right. Because number one,
I think one of them DVs was she hit him.
I have one question, y'all.
Yeah.
Is Mark Albert still announcing?
Yeah, he's retiring. He's retiring after the Eastern Conference Finals.
And do they bring up anything about what happened with him?
Never.
That's all I gotta say.
Skin tone matters.
Dennis Schroeder.
Oh yeah.
I'm calling out John too.
Uh-oh.
Now that you said that.
Dennis Schroeder. No Laker has ever went 0 for 9 in a playoff game. Congratulations, you're the one.
Are you kidding me?
And then you want to say in your post-game conference, I'm going to work my you-know-what off so I can be back here next year and help us win a championship. I don't know. Bye. 2 fingers. Peace.
Does Utah do anything else besides shoot 3-pointers?
No, they're number 2 3-point team in the league.
Sign and trade him at least, John.
That's the only way that's the only way we can receive any type of benefit is by signing and trading them.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me be clear: when you're off in COVID protocol for the second time this season, you're in the middle of the game playing Call of Duty.
Huh?
He's playing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. While he was on COVID.
During the middle of the game, obviously he can't be in the arena, obviously. But he's on Twitch playing Call of Duty. I don't want this dude back, and it didn't even hurt the fact that I said it. Magic Johnson came out and said it on Friday. He's not a Laker.
Oh, Magic Johnson really did say that?
Yes, I literally heard him say that. He was on 570 with Rodney Peete and said it. He said Dennis Schroeder's not a Laker.
If I'm Dennis Schroeder, I'll fight him.
Which leads me to Kyle Kuzma.
You just want to touch him.
Oh, don't see. Come on, man. Oh, boy. So, Dennis Schroeder, no, you're not coming back. You can go. My final person for calling out names is one Kyle Kuzma.
Yo, Nick suspended.
Kyle Kuzma. You went to college 4 years or 3 years, whatever, no matter. 4.
You got paid to go for 2 of them. Go ahead.
You played in the NBA 4 years. I don't want to hear that in the offseason you're working on your handles.
Wait.
Are you kidding me?
Cut the music. How old is Kyle Kuzma?
He's 26.
What?
He went to college 4 years.
What in the hell are you talking about working on your handles for at age 26?
I don't want to hear that. By the way, DeMarcus Cousins is playing.
Are you kidding me?
What? Breaking news. Hold on, we need breaking news. DeMarcus Cousins is playing.
And that was a good play.
Breaking news.
Poor DeMarcus Cousins.
We have a DeMarcus Cousins Clippers appearance in the playoffs, everybody.
And he scored.
And he's at the free throw line. Wow. Continue.
Back to Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma.
Porzingis?
You're getting $13 million next year from the Lakers. You're going into your fifth year.
Mm-hmm.
That's $5 million too much.
Honestly, it was more like $12 million too much, but I digress. That makes no sense. You in the league now 4 years, and now you decide to work on your handle?
You got to throw it to Cousins. He working on the floor.
Thank you.
Come on, man. Look, y'all knew this was going to be a therapy session for me today. That had to been the dumbest comment I've ever heard. You in the league 4 years, and now you want to work on your handles? What were you doing? What were you doing during the season, during the offseason? Besides hanging with Winnie Harlow or hanging with Vanessa Hudgens, which I don't blame you, I might add.
Dyeing his hair.
That was during season. Well, exactly. You're too busy dyeing your hair, or you should be dyeing your handles. Pause.
Listen, and then he made another tweet said, all right, it's enough disrespect to my name. I'm going to have to remind him.
Remind them of what?
Exactly.
And listen, now, remember when I said this? I said that people were saying at one point that this dude was better than Jason Tatum. And people thought I was lying when I said that.
Oh, then I put that. I remember
and I'm so glad that I found that somebody actually posted that picture of when that was being said. People at one point actually thought Kyle Kuzma was better than Jason Tatum.
I know.
And I cannot believe why. Because he averaged 18 points when when he was averaging, 13? As the third option?
Jason Tatum was 1 win from the finals as a rookie.
Leading the team!
And he just ran into LeBron James.
Well, he ran into LeBron and dunked on him.
He did dunk on LeBron.
Yeah, and LeBron was like, yeah, and just because of that, you're not going to the finals.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, Mark, why are you calling me out, man?
I don't know if I want to say it on air, but it's just the way you spell Schroeder in the group chat. That's all.
Oh, well, let me say this, because shout out to my boys for Showtime Forum. I was trying to figure out how to spell it. I spelled it as Schroeder, like
How we spell it.
Yeah. And then they showed me it was Schroeder, and when I spelled it that way, the spelling automatically showed up on my phone.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I had no idea that.
I'm gonna say it off air because the question was crazy in the group chat.
I got you. And ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names.
I hope I don't get canceled behind this episode.
I hope John don't get canceled behind this episode.
I apologize for anything I've said.
Yeah, you said something insane.
John went wild.
I told y'all this was gonna be a therapy session for me, so forgive me.
So you started.
No.
But that wasn't. That part wasn't.
No.
That was just.
Yeah, that was wild.
I should have been censored for that. I should have censored myself for that. That was not supposed to have been said.
Are you kidding me?
So next week we'll get back into more in the round 2, and obviously start maybe looking ahead to the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals. By the way, he brought up Marv Albert. This will be Marv Albert's last season. He's calling the Eastern Conference Finals, and then he'll be retiring after almost 4 decades of calling games, whether it was for NBC, the Knicks,
He can have fun in the
TNT.
hotels all he wants to now.
Wow. His son, by the way, is now going to be the lead play-by-play voice for the NHL on TNT. That's crazy.
Does he wear dresses too?
Nah, but Google Kenny Albert ugly Christmas sweater.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that off here. Because he called NFL games for Fox a few years ago. But this was a good show. Thank y'all for letting me vent on about how depressed I am as a Lakers fan right now. To the rest of the team still in the playoffs, good luck. Even though I don't want to see the Clippers win, Nick knows it's still all love, you know what I'm saying? We banner about Lakers and Clippers, but we still brothers, you know what I'm saying?
As long as LA wins is all that matters.
Almost.
Shout out to Luke Kennard.
By the way, Luke Kennard now has 11 points. He had 11 points in game 7. Now he's got 11 right now.
After not playing for 3 straight games.
That's just so when your number's ready, you better. When it's time to call your number, you better be ready. And you better be ready if you're getting $64 million. So, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, we wrapping this show up.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
I told you. That's what I said.
Whoa!
I told you, man.
Hey, he wore this during the game?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's crazy. That's his son?
Yeah, that's Marv Albert's son.
Well, I'm not even surprised no more.
Apple don't fall far from the tree, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Look, B.
Never mind, I can't say that on air. Go ahead. I already said too much.
So, man, we thank y'all for joining us tonight. Obviously, episode 52. We're on to the next round. Now we're trying to be in a yeah.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, that's
before we go, Clippers win this tonight?
Yeah, this is over.
Okay. So Clippers win. We think Clippers be up 1-0, and then we see what happens with Mike Conley in game 2.
I don't think it matters. I'm not even saying to be biased, but I don't think it really matters.
I got Clippers in 6.
I think it does matter for Utah because obviously if Mike Conley doesn't play, this series could be either over quickly or not.
They got a 6-man of the year over there, don't they?
Well, they had 2 candidates, but if Joe Ingles is now starter, that bench that firepower off the bench is going to be very, their firepower off the bench is going to be a wrap.
You saw that too, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to watch that.
Oh,
Loki. It says streaming soon. It's not happening yet.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll be watching that.
So thank y'all again.
Loki.
On Disney Plus, by the way. Shout out to Disney Plus. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Facebook.
Most definitely.
Shout out to District X. They win the merch. Ultimate Apparel. Shout out to everybody. All the sponsors. So thank y'all again for joining us tonight. Make sure you following us on all the socials. Facebook, Sports For You Podcast, Townhouse Media. Instagram, Sports For You Podcast, Townhouse Media now. YouTube, Townhouse Media. Remember, you download Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Verbal. We'll be back next week to talk more NBA playoffs and see if what happens next with this Aaron Rodgers situation. Thank y'all again for following us, listening to us, commenting, and everything. This has been episode 52 of Sports for You. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick Freeze. That's Ben Ready on the board, and we out. See y'all next week.
Hopefully I'm not canceled.
Please don't cancel us.